Over the next 4 weeks, we're going to see 3 presidential debates and 1 vice presidential debate ending October 22nd.
It's almost week to week where the campaign schedule will be almost dictated by the presidential debates. There will be immense coverage leading up to each debate. There will be the debate itself, and then there's always the fallout. Whatever happens kind of will take a couple of days of oxygen from the campaigns.
The rules have been agreed to by the campaigns.
Overall in this campaign, they've been quite insulated from these tough moments that a debate will present to them, like how do you answer tough questions on the spot from voters or moderators, and how do you do it in a high-profile situation with the lights and the cameras on you and the nation watching?
I think the debates this time around are going to be, even more important perhaps than past debates, which are always very important. But they're really one of the few signature moments that this unusual campaign will have. You'll have both candidates together for the first time since 2017 when Joe Biden is exiting the White House as vice president and Trump is entering it.
Biden needs to figure out how he handles President Trump. This is a president who regularly says misleading or false statements.
Well, I hope the fact checkers are turning up the volume and really working hard.
Biden has said in the past he wants to be a fact checker for the president in these debates, but could that risk slowing down the debate and also taking time away from Biden wanting to get his message out? More recently, he was reported to have said in a private fundraiser, "People know what a liar President Trump is, so I'm not going to bother fact-checking him." But then he raised a new concern. He said, "I hope I don't get baited into a brawl with this guy because that's the only place he's comfortable." Suggesting that he fears that President Trump could do what he tried to do during the 2016 debates, which is draw Biden into the mud. If Trump were to say something that pushes Biden's buttons and Biden gets really mad about it and it's not necessarily about policy or issues that affect American voters' lives, there's a risk that, Biden might undermine his own campaign message about himself and what kind of president he would be.
I think what's different about Trump is that Trump is such an unusual debater. He is free-flowing to the point of dispelling with factual statements at times. He's pretty wily as a debater. And so I think that creates new challenges for Joe Biden that he's never faced before.
We have an erratic, crazy president.
And there is a macho-ness to both of them. It's a different style of macho-ness, I think, but you've heard Biden talk about wanting to take Trump behind the barn, and engage in a fight, like an actual fist fight.
Biden has said repeatedly, "I know how to handle bullies." And so I do think there's a little bit of this macho brawl tendency that Biden brings to his candidacy.
In past debates, Biden has generally had a respect for his opponent. He's generally tried to engage in a debate that could get heated over policy matters, but not necessarily personally heated. Biden has been somebody who's kind of prided himself on seeing the good in every political opponent. And I don't know that that's the case with Trump. I think there is a genuine offense that Biden takes to Trump and his personal behavior. And we've seen that come out over the past couple of weeks with some of President Trump's comments about the military, for example, and about matters of race. And Biden is sort of channeling that a lot more and confronting Trump in much more personal terms.